So Lori Lee, what's your favorite thing we grew in the garden this year?
Melons.
What kind of melons? Which one's your favorite?
Orange glow.
Orange glow watermelon? Cool. What's your favorite thing you've tasted in our garden this year?
Can you say the watermelons?
Yeah.
Watermelons?
You liked all the watermelons? Do you have a favorite watermelon? Did you like the orange glow, how it tasted the most? Cool. What's your favorite thing to pick in the garden?
Beans.
Beans? Which kind?
Or purple beans?
The long ones? Okay. Should we go pick some stuff from the garden?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Grab your wheelbarrow.
I'm gonna go backwards.
Backwards. Do you want me to help you get the gate? Okay. Yeah, do you want to pick some beans? Let's show us how you can pick them, okay? You got it.
It has a weird edge.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
Want to go find some other beans from the other plants?
I just snapped this part off. Yeah,
Should we show everybody the beans hanging from the top of this thing?
they're fun. Oh,
It's kind of fun to walk through with all these beans hanging down. Oh, that one is a long one.
I'm gonna pick it.
Okay.
Down.
Nice job.
Hey, look. Snap this part off. Okay.
Okay, let's go over there to the other beans.
Ooh, here's a long bean.
Mm-hmm. Nice job. So we just discovered some of our beans have this weird white fungusy yucky stuff going on. I've never seen it on beans before, so I don't know what it is.
Are you getting this off?
Yeah, I'll get it off.
Are you not gonna eat this one?
No, because it has this yucky spot growing on it. I'm not sure what's going on, but lots of them have this fungus stuff. Might be time to pick the rest of the beans that we can and be done with beans.
These beans?
Yep. They don't seem to like laying on the ground, which it is very humid here in Arkansas, so maybe that's just the problem. It's just growing mold.
Yeah.
Big bean?
Yeah.
Okay. You good? You say bye. So Lena, what has been your favorite thing about the garden this year?
I think the beans.
Eating them? Or picking them? Or what's your favorite part about beans?
Eating them. They're really good.
Cool. What's been the hardest part about the garden this year?
Things going bad and things not being able to sprout.
So the plant's not doing what you want them to do? Cool. Well, do you want to show us how to pick something? What would you like to show us today?
Cucumbers.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Lena's gonna pick this Armenian cucumber right here.
It's really hard. Never done this before.
This one's not quite ripe either. Good job. She got it. Andrew's gonna show us how to pick a watermelon. Do you know what kind this is?
I'm pretty sure Wilton Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And And we looked at the tendril right here. Let's show them about the tendril. The tendril is one way you can tell if it's ripe. You can see how it's brown all the way down to the end. It's a pretty good indicator that it's ripe. Not always, we've still not had the best luck with that, but we're gonna let him pick this one.
I like this brown part.
Mm-hmm. See if we can get it off.
What?
Just like sit the whole melon up and then rip it the opposite way away from this. Just pull it till it pops. There you go. It's a pretty good sized watermelon.
Worm. There was a worm under it.
Don't drop it. There it is.
It's hot.
So Ernesto, what has been your favorite thing to eat out of the garden this year?
The melons.
What's been your favorite melon that we've tried?
Our big Alibaba.
How big was it? Do you remember?
Like this big.
Do you remember how much it weighed?
22 pounds?
I think it was like 25 or 26 pounds. That was big though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty fun. What has been the most challenging thing about our garden this year?
What's that?
Something that's difficult, a challenge. Maybe something that didn't work out quite like you thought it would.
Waiting for stuff and our bitter melons aren't getting, they're just rotting.
So being patient about things growing. And bitter melons. You'll have to talk about the bitter melons. I actually have one right there so we can show them what that is and why it's been such a challenge for us. Okay, you want to show us how to pick something?
Sure.
What are you going to pick today?
A lemon squash or an acorn squash?
Okay, let's go see what we can find. Alright, we found an acorn squash that's ready. Go ahead and pick it. Ta-da!
Looks like a pumpkin, not an acorn squash.
Except it's dark green. How many pumpkins do you know of that are dark green?
None. Well, we have a green one.
You like eating squash? Me too.
Especially spaghetti squash, which we have a lot of.
Mhm.
This is the bitter melon I was talking about. This is what they look like, and most of them are have just been getting bad.
So we had them laying all over the ground over here. But we have really humid, moist ground all the time, almost. And they've just been rotting, so I stuck this one up on a corn stalk, and we'll see if it does any better. Okay, Esky. What has been the grossest thing you've tried out of the garden this year?
Squash.
What kind of squash?
I think the only one I've tried so far is the lemon squash. I don't like squash.
What has been the best thing that you've tried out of the garden?
Probably the Alibaba. I don't know how to pronounce it.
The Alibaba watermelon?
Yeah.
And what has been your favorite part of gardening this year?
Probably picking.
You like picking stuff? What's your favorite things to pick?
I think melons. I like picking.
Cool. You want to go pick something from the garden?
Sure.
What would you like to pick today?
Whatever's right.
Okay, let's go look. Okay, SP's gonna pick some purple teepee beans, bush beans.
And they're green inside.
Pretty.
And I'm not gonna eat
Teach everyone how you pick a bee.
it. Okay. I don't know how.
You do know how.
Oh,
Explain what you're doing.
Okay.
You grab the top.
I lift it up so I can find the beans. And I go right here and pull it.
Nice. Cool. Thanks, Espy.
And I don't like beans. Hi.
So Calvin,
What?
what has been something that you've learned this year with gardening that you didn't expect to learn?
So I didn't think that my plants would get big enough, and I thought I had a lot of space, but I have not enough space. So plants take up a lot more space than I thought.
Cool. What has been your favorite thing to grow this year?
Probably cucumbers, because they didn't get eaten by rats, and they produce a lot. And the kind that I'm growing makes it ripe all at the same time.
So
Like
right
in separate
after
batches.
we videoed the last video of Calvin's garden, was it the day after or that night? A rat got into his garden. I think it was that night. And pretty much destroyed most of his garden. But he still has some left, so he's gonna go down and pick some things from his garden and talk about it a little bit. What are you gonna be picking?
I'm probably going to be picking some cucumbers, an acorn squash, maybe zucchini, and some cantaloupes.
Okay, let's go down.
Now I'm going to pick this cantaloupe. Maybe. I still haven't figured out how to get cantaloupes.
They're harder.
There we go.
Cute little cantaloupe. Cool. Thanks, Calvin.
What's up?
Okay, Leo. What has been your least favorite part about gardening this year?
The squash beetles.
Squash beetles? What do you not like about squash beetles?
That they're eating all of our puppet leaves and zucchini leaves.
Yeah, they're pretty mean, aren't they? What's been your favorite part about gardening?
Eating the stuff.
What's your favorite thing you've tried?
Either the lemon squash that has stuffed squash in it, or the melons.
Cool. You want to pick something from the garden today?
Yeah,
What would you like to pick?
I don't care.
Whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm gonna pick a squash called Tahitian.
Tahitian?
Yeah, Tahitian. A
Tahitian melon.
Yeah, melon. Which is squash. And then you can do this. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.